Okay, so I was asked to do a video on the vents on this behind the 14 Ram 2500s to show how to put the vents in, and then I'm gonna also do the seat delete thing. Well, not delete thing, but the mod where you can let the back down. I'm not gonna record that because there's plenty of videos on that, but I am gonna show you how to put the vents in because I've seen where you're supposed to put them in from the inside, and I'll show you. They say take these, stick them in an angle, and I didn't get the upgraded version. I found that out after I got them. But I've seen where you stick them at an angle. That didn't work for me. What I found was actually pretty easy. Is take one hand, put it here, take your other hand. So like, I wish I had someone to hold this. So like, take it in this hand, slide it up between the bed. Once you get up as high as you can, when you're holding it, take this hand and hold it and push it through. Then hold it with your right hand as far as you can hold it. And by the time you do that, you can stick your left hand in here, grab it and pull it through, spin it and pull it. Well, push down, pull it, and then pop it in. And it literally takes you maybe 5 minutes to do both. It took me longer to figure out how to do that than it did to actually get this one in. That one took a little bit longer. But yeah, nothing big, like difficult to do. So what I'm gonna do, I got some boom mat I was gonna put in a headliner on my second gen. It's just 12 by 12 sheets, and I looked, and apparently that's all it comes. It says it was a headliner kit, but all it is a box with some 12 by 12 sheets in it and a roller. So I'm just gonna take some of those 12 by 12 sheets. I think I have 4 of them, and just put them where they'll sit. Put some along the bottom. If this will pull up, I may try and put some down here. I gotta clean it first. And hopefully I got enough daylight. At least my truck ain't gonna get wet though, since I got these vents in here if it rains. But yeah, it wasn't too big of a deal. Even though my truck is about 5 feet off the ground, I can still take the seats out on my own because the bed right here, I mean the cab, not bed, the cab is like up to my waist. So it is kind of difficult to pick them up off the hook and then set it out. I just realized I don't have 1.5. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah. So, yeah. So I made, if you're in the form that I'm on, I made another post talking about the 4-link on this truck. So I found out I just got cheap Heims. They put cheap Heims in their kit. So I ordered 2 really nice ones. They're more like a Johnny joint, but it's made by Ballistic Fab. So they're rebuildable. You can rebuild them for like $10 or so. I can't get it to move right now by hand. It's like the truck has to be sitting perfectly for this to start popping. But if you bounce on it, it squeaks. Like if you stay on the step bar and jump up and down, it'll squeak. But yeah, I guess this is a close-up of the lift. So it's Bilstein external reservoir shocks for a 6-inch lift. I have the bracket to bump it up to where it'll fit with a 9. So it's like inside the stock bracket, spins it. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. I got the BDS brake line stainless steel. I have the drive shaft drop piece Bazone. So even though this is kind of extended, it's not as extended as it could be. Like on the other truck over there, I don't have one, and it's like stretched to the max. So I got my Dodge Off-Road Heims. These are actually, when you go on their website, I know a lot of people don't like buying from them, but I bought a full lift kit in 2019 from them and didn't have an issue getting it. Now I have another set of these ordered for the back, and I ordered them in March and still ain't got them. But I also bought the steering brakes from them at the same time. I've gotten it already. And then I did have a track bar on here, but it was too short for how tall I made it. And it's over there on the side of the shop. But yeah, so anyways, what I was actually getting at is these end links, since they're so old, and I had them on my second gen, that's why it looks bad compared to everything else. They're old. The Heims in them are kind of shot, so I need to get some new Heims. This one's okay, but the one on the other side is kind of messed up. But yeah, so since I have those, the sway bar is in the stock position, so there is no drop bracket. There was one, I took it off. Now down here, you got the BDS Fox shocks from the BDS kit. I have the brackets still in the shop because brackets do not work on the far from stock steering system. So these are TMR mounts just for the ODM tubing. I forgot what size that is. I think it's 1.5 inches. I think that's 1.5 inch tubing. But 3/4 rod ends, dual adjustable, Heims on everything, even on the track bar. The rear track bar is a Dodge Off-Road. They do really good with their stuff if you can get them to get it to you. And their customer service is a little bit better than it used to be, surprisingly. But yeah, so we'll go to the back. Got my Gen Y hitch. So back here we have the factory, maybe the rough country ones that were on it, drop, what do you want to call it? Sway bar end links, longer ones. So yeah, those you can tell the sway bar is extended to its max. My dump tip, my tire fell off. Well, actually, I think it had to be taken out for that tip. But you can see the track bar in the rear that Dodge Off-Road makes puts Johnny joints on both ends. That's really nice. I haven't had a single issue with this bar at all. Those Heims, though, that Far From Stock puts on their stuff, I didn't even think about them being cheap joints, but, and then may not be, maybe I just got bad luck with it or whatever. But yeah, I got BDS's, no, these are Zones, 6-inch, like total 6-inch. So these will be 4-inch springs, 4-inch lift springs for the rear. And I was going to put, I don't think I put the 1-inch spacer up there yet. No. The sway bar, of course, is stretched to the max, and then my 4-link, the way it's already pulling my tire close to the fender, I don't want to bump it up any higher because I don't want to be scrubbing on my fender. But if I can get the Far From Stock 4-link for the rear, then I'll be able to jack up this backside where I want it to be. And probably put airbags back here for towing. And if I can ever get those end links from Dodge Off-Road, I'd get the sway bar straight. If any of y'all watch this video, please, just, it's been almost a year. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Almost looks like, not straight. But though, extended brake lines yet. If I do go taller though, I'll have to get some. And I forgot, I found a company that custom makes them. They make them for, what's that dude that makes the Plan B fab? They make them for him, I think. Unless he makes his own. But they look like something he'd put on his trucks. But yeah. It's my lifted truck. Ram, well, I got the IROX on it now. My last video of this so long ago. But yeah, here she is. I got the seats laying out from doing this fix of the water leak I've been having. My amp, I mean, these are not amps, these are Aries steps. A rock hit the light on the other side and busted the light, so that sucked. So I bought a new light. The lights are $80. That really sucks. But these are 41 1450. Where is it at? There it is. 41 1450 IROX. So far they ride good, which I only have maybe 1,000 miles on them. But yeah, truck no longer leans. The old lift, it leaned to one side. Now it's just big. But yeah. Okay, so I know I'm really rambling in this video, but this is the 2nd gen. You can look at my other videos if you want to see something, see some of the stuff on it. But that roll cage, I don't think's in any of the videos with my light pods. But what I was going to point out is, like Dodge Off-Road on their 4-links, you got Johnny joints instead of the Heims. Which I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, but I just know this kit, I've had 0 issues out of it, I guess, because the kind of stuff they buy and put on their rod ends. And I mean, none of these Heims are even worn. And they look brand new when you polish them. Well, I say polish them, you just wipe them with a rag. But yeah.